12 million people who will be at risk of heat-related illnesses within the next century. Let's discuss this further with our environment correspondent, Naveen Singh Hadkar. Naveen, what are the findings of the study?
So basically what they're talking about is conversion of this forest. Imagine those trees, those rich biodiversity, Amazon forest, as we all know, as we all can imagine, that turning into savanna grassland with scattered vegetation, that level of transformation, change. Now, that is so worrying, particularly in the context of climate change, because as you know, so much of our hope in the fight to fight climate change, so much of hope is pinned on forests. That's the natural safeguard when we talk about our net zero target. It's of massive concern.
What steps then might need to be taken to make sure that the Amazon stays the Amazon and does not become a savanna?
So there are two things here. You see, like the first thing is that the immediate thing that we know, that we talk about this massive deforestation. Of course, that's the challenge. How do you convince those countries? They have their own arguments, as we know, their economy and so on and so forth. But then the other flip side of the story is it's the greenhouse concentration. So this study talks about different scenarios of greenhouse concentration in the atmosphere. And what they've found is if it is business as usual and the concentration of the carbon, generally that's what we refer to for greenhouse gases, if it goes up, and then we will see that transformation of entire forests into grassland. And that is where all these things come up, the loss of biodiversity and the loss of this very important tool in the fight against climate change.
Is this a priority for the Brazilian government, bearing in mind that it has encouraged logging?
Well, that's what I was trying to explain earlier. So we have heard this in the past that, we even heard from officials that, the world should stop lecturing us that this is the lung of the planet because we have our own economy. We know what is good, what is bad. We've been hearing that. But at the same time, of late, we've been hearing a bit different kind of version that, we know that we need to take care of the planet as well, of the biodiversity and so on and so forth. But it remains to be seen that, those concerns are translated into action, but so far the ground reports that we're getting is quite disturbing.
Naveen Singh Hadkar, thank you so much.